Sorrento Beach. Change of plans. I was going to pull down there and have some lunch, but can't be bothered. I'm going to need fuel sooner or later. She's on 254 k's, which I haven't done all that today, but so we are going to go for a ride through Sorrento Beach, through Sorrento Shopping Centre, or the local in Sorrento, to give you guys a look. Show you where the ferry pulls up and goes across the Queen's Cliff. I think I've done this before. I have. Have I done this before? I've done this about 140 times. But I might as well turn the camera on, and such a lovely day. 26 degrees. There's no surf. This wind's screwing up a little bit. It's a great place, Sorrento. I stayed here with the wife and the kids years and years and years ago in summer. Gets pretty busy. Only a lot of retired people live here. Yeah, I was going to take the freeway back, but since we've only got, I would say, 100 k's left in fuel, and Jimmy hasn't eaten. Oh, I've had breakfast, but this must be the Golden Mile. Big mansions. Always doing works here. They're always working on their houses. For sale by Sotheby's. This place here on the right, that joint there, oh, you probably can't see it now. There has been extensive work on there. They were working on that for about 9 months. Let's get into the shopping centre. See, really lazy, sit around, coastal town. Portsy's further up on the left as we were going straight up that road. We're not going there today. You know, like, I'm a bit bored actually. You know, after doing Queensland and all my touring, and geez, I'm hanging ahead for Perth. Hanging. But anyway, here we are, Main Street. Plenty of shops, everything's leased. The Bake in Sorrento is a really good place to eat. Really good place to eat. A friend of mine owns that pub, the Continental. He bought it really cheap and renovated the rear apartments. Really good food in there, but it's not cheap. But look at the place, it's beautiful. Should pull up and see if he's there, but I can't be bothered. Just bored, I guess. Anyway, another good restaurant here on the left. I think it's called Penny's or something. Italian restaurant. A lot of people love it. I used to go there all the time. Another good bar, mate of mine owns here. Really good bar and food. Morgan's Bar. This is where the ferry, everyone catches the ferry to Queen's Cliff. See, I know what's going on here. They're doing a lot of heavy renovating work. That's where you like. Don't know what's going on. I think the ferry's shut. See, I know what's going on here. Couldn't be shut. Or they've moved it, or they're doing something. Anyway, beautiful place to bring the kids. Let them run around the beach. Plenty of beaches, plenty of amenities, toilets, this, that, the other thing. They're renovating the pier up there. It's just a bit, I mean, that long since I've been down here. I used to come down here for when Jules was there and have a coffee with Nugget and the boys. Still a lot of people. You know, we had the public holiday on the weekend down here in Victoria. We had Labor Day weekend. Now this is all coastline, all beach. Pick where you want to hang out. Back to the Venti roots. G Vento, very good, very good. I don't feel anything down my right foot, not numbness, but you know, this, that, the other thing. Everything's fine with it. Gotta watch your speed around here. I'm blowing at a Mercedes behind me. I don't know if you can see him. This used to be a 70k zone, but they've dropped it now to 60k. You know, the wife and I discussed, do we come down here and retire eventually? Yeah, what for? I'll be looking to cruise somewhere out of here anyway, so well, I'd love to retire as a Gold Coast. You know, the people say, oh, it's commercial, what do you want to go there for? I love commercial. I love overseas tourists. I love going to the beach. And just sitting there all day long, on top of an esky, looking at the scenery, if you all know what we mean. No, the Merc's backed off. He's realised that this motorcyclist doesn't speed. No way. Not me. Not on the road anyway, I guess. Anyway, we've left Sorrento and we're heading towards Blairgowrie. Oh, there it is, Blairgowrie. For some reason, the temperature drops in Blairgowrie. Okay, now it's dropped. It was 26, it's dropped to 24. It should drop another 2 degrees, especially in winter when you're coming through Blairgowrie. It gets really cold. Then again, it doesn't worry me because I've got my Venturi heated jacket, my heated gloves, which will be coming out of archives for the trip to Perth because I don't trust the weather along the Nullarbor. It's like the time when I went to Mount Gambier. As soon as I got out of Colac and started going down towards the Great Ocean Road, it went from 27 to 10 degrees, pouring down rain. And that was the 5th of December last year. So it's a bit hoppy, but then again I've got it on sports. I've got it really tied up. Really tight. I used to go to that survey, but they don't have a toilet anymore, so I don't bother going. Blairgowrie Shopping Centre. I should have gone to Phillip Island actually, because I had a mate who's doing some work there, he's working there. They're renovating a few hotels there. That's where I should have gone. I should have bit the bullet and gone down there. Anyway guys, this is what you're going to see when you're coming along here. My RX-7V Samurai, tribute to the Samurai, Pedrosa Racing, Samurai Gold it's called, beautiful, I love it. I love the pattern on it, it looks real good on the Subaru. Don't know how it looks on a silver motorcycle, but who cares, I'm happy. Yeah, what we'll do is we're going to take the freeway back, because I feel that if we stick to the highway we're going to get too much traffic. I'm going to have to play with the clutch too much. And we'll get an indication what the bike's been doing. It's done 253. Urban driving. Urban. Took her to work and back and down to the supermarket and took a couple of the kids for a ride around the block. So these Ks came from urban riding. We did 65 Ks on the freeway till we got down here. And it'll be good to see what her fuel economy, well, we'll see how much she takes to go in the tank. You know, after you've done these long hauls, you know, doing these little trips are really boring. You know, I've ridden this road that many times. You know, if it had been like Batman's Bay or, you know, like Esperance, you know, you could probably pull an Esperance and think, oh, it looks like Sorrento, but it's different, you know what I mean? You don't know what you're up against. It's a bit of a challenge. Fair bit of traffic. Oh, coming into some sort of civilization. When I mean civilization, shops. Petrol $1.99 down here. Oh, they've made this into a 40k zone. We'll bring it down to 4th. Sorrento, what's that one? The Rosebud Rye Hotel. I went there for lunch many years ago. I went to that bakery as well, that's nice food. With the wife. We came from one of our afternoons down here in freezing cold weather. Never sat down and had a seafood meal here, so I don't know. Bike clearance. Like New Year's Eve, summertime down here in December and January, good luck. Well, we'll keep the camera going for a bit longer. There's a shell up here. Ah, the Hive. Really good food in that Hive place in the corner when it's open. When and if it opens. Sounds like it's a Monster 659 up in front of us. It's about 100 k's home. The bike's done 257. I reckon I'll make it with what I've got in the tank. I don't want to push it. All I need to do is to ring the wife. Hey, listen, you know, can you knock off early and bring us 10 litres of fuel to get me home? Which has happened before. My money's on that's a 659 Monster Ducati. You can hear the engine. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, mate of mine owned one. Very nice motorcycle. 659 Ducati Monster. Very nice motorcycle.